Hello there, Wednesday the 30th of November 2011. Welcome along to today's United Kingdom Talk. My name's Chris Reardon, just back from the dentist, boys and girls. Yes, a couple of months ago I had my usual checkup and he found what he said was a filling that appeared to be breaking down. Okay, so he filled that tooth and ever since then it's been a bit of a problem. But I understand some of these these things do take a while to settle down. Well, it's been 2 months now. So I thought better go back. Basically, what was happening was on the filling that he'd done, number one, it had become incredibly sensitive, very sensitive. Ice cream on that side, oh, the pain, unbelievable. And also chewing something hard, perhaps like a crisp or a very well done piece of toast, something like that, something else, and I wouldn't say it was pain, but it was definitely a feeling like a discomfort that kind of went up the side of my face. Certainly like a pressure. And I was indeed having to chew everything like crisps and that on the other side of my mouth, which can't be that good, can it really, when you think about it? Because, like, you're going to wear that side down quicker, aren't you? So I went back in there, and what he's done today, he's what did you say, filed? It wasn't a drill we used. Like to grind it down a little bit further. Okay, like as if it was sticking up too high. So he's ground that down a bit. He said that should cure the problem where you've got biting on that side. The sensitivity issue, he went round with this cold air thing, and there's no other way to do this because you've got to find where the pain is, dear. Pain, dear. I mean, some people like pain. I don't like it, dear. Some people pay a lot of money to have pain, boys and girls. I know people that work in that industry. No, I haven't paid any of them. Don't be, please, this is a family programme, I've told you before. Anyway, so he's gone around with his cold air thing, how's that? And I went, oh, that really hurt. He said, okay, I'm sorry. Let's carry on, you've got to find where this is. Oh, yeah, that hurts, yep, okay. Anything? No, fine, fine. So it would seem that the sensitive bit is between the teeth, which is quite difficult to get to. So he's put some, incidentally, all this was free of charge. I'm pleased to say my private dentist, because you see, once you paid for filling, that's it. Whatever it costs you to pay for filling, that's it. And then after that, this dentist will sort it out however long it takes. I had a problem, you may remember, was it last year or I think it was last year, I had a problem on the other side. And it just went, he did this filling and it went on and on for ages and I kept going back, never charged me another penny. And I do have quite a lot of faith in that dentist. So he's put some sort of covering on and he said, right, don't poke around with your tongue, don't drink or eat anything for half an hour. And that was like, I'm looking at my clock, it's nearly an hour ago now. So after this, I shall rush downstairs and have tea and cakes. I've got a bit naughty really recently. I've started having tea and cakes every afternoon. I quite like those French fancies. Do you know those, was it fondant fancies? They're like pink, yellow and brown small cakes with a little bit of cream in like a nipple. And please, it's a family show, I told you. It's like a little nipple on on the top of these cakes with cream filling in it and little colours. Oh, they're lovely. And I shouldn't really tell you, I have 4 of those in the sitting. Oh, yes. And these Cadbury's festive cakes, I've got a little box of those as well. I bought them down the car. A bit dear, cakes. 2 boxes of cakes for £4. God. Maybe I'm going to the wrong shop. That was at the Co-op. I might have a look at Sainsbury's. Or, of course, our new Waitrose. Next time. I have got suddenly a bit of a sweet tooth for some reason, so I shall have those after with a cup of tea after I finish the show today. Alrighty. Email. Oh, what's the time? Emails. Oh, I've got so much to tell you today. Shall I hold on to the emails for a day? No. Well, I won't. I'll go. Let's do emails. Otherwise, they start building up. James says, hi Chris, I heard from Fag Ash Lil, because we're wondering what's happened to Fag Ash Lil. I heard from Fag Ash Lil about a month ago on Skype. She said she can't log on much as she was having quite a lot of problems with her computer. I remember this now, but haven't heard from her recently. She said she would like to try and keep in touch with everyone as much as she can, but I do hope she is okay too. Yes, someone else has written in about Fag Ash Lil was what? Yes, Tom Harris. Hello, Tom, who writes, Lil is alive and well, although she hasn't been online much recently because she broke her computer. Someone should let her know that laptops and diet water do not mix well. Is that what is she having? Is she on the diet water again? Poor old soul. She's probably drunk when she was using it and hit the wrong button or something like that. Poor old Fag Ash Lil. I must give her a ring, actually. And also, someone else writing in about Lil. Guillermo writes, oh, how I used to love coming home after an exhausting four-day trip as a cabin crew member here in the States, evacuate out of my clothes, shower, then hop into bed and watch your videos on iTunes. I had downloaded and a response via email from Fag Ash Lil of Ho fame. And Guillermo says, I got one wish, and that was the videos back on iTunes. Yes, the videos are now back on iTunes, boys and girls. Whoa, he says. Now to raise the alarm and send out the search party for Fag Ash Lil. Where is she? Do keep us informed. Be well, my friend, respectively, Guillermo. Right, thank you, Guillermo. I say this in all seriously, actually, Guillermo. I hope I've got that. I'm never quite sure whether I'm pronouncing your name right or not. Guillermo, I do hope that I would like to meet you one day. I think we should meet one day, Guillermo. Yeah, because I think we'll get on like a house on fire. Perhaps I could sit next to you in first class. Oh, which airline are you on? Oh, you're not on American Airlines, are you? Oh, God, no, thank you. Dear me, that was an experience, that one, on the way to Vegas. As a matter of interest, Guillermo, American Airlines in the world of cabin crew, is it like the airline to or to not work for? As a matter of interest, how does it go? Because I know, certainly in this country, the airline to work for is BA. And they all want to work for British Airways, these people on EasyJet and all those, because I know quite a few airline crew, they all want to work on BA. How does American Airlines compare with airline crew? Is it an airline that you would want to work for? Because I've got to say, the airline, they're as miserable as bloody sin on there. They really are. Anyway, nice to hear from you. Well, I would like to meet you one time, yes. All right, back to James's email. He says, as for Australia, it is because it's a large country and lots of space that they are so friendly and easygoing. As for the UK, it seems so cramped and small, and people in a rush that this happens. From James, he's saying, you know, the Australians are a lot more friendlier than the English. Certainly, I think, no, I disagree with that. I think if you're in London, I think that's a pretty unfriendly place now, London. You know, but get out to places like Wokingham, for example, where I cycle to go to the swimming pool, right? You go past and you go through these little streets in Wokingham, and everyone says, if you just nod at someone, they nod back or they say hello, good morning, I say as I'm going along. Whereas here in Bracknell, it's a big town, you don't get that. You don't really get that, only for the older people, certainly not in the town centre. So, really, James, I do think it just depends where you live. Certainly where my sister lives, in Woodhall Spa in Lincolnshire, it is a bit like that there. People do say hello as they go past, all right? Hello to my good friend Joe Girling. Hello, sir. How are you? We were talking about the TV series Pam Am, and we've had about 6 of those. BBT2 are running those on a Saturday night, and they run one and then the other one immediately after. Only 40 minutes these shows are. It's quite a short time for a show to be on the telly. But I'm really enjoying it. But Joseph writes, rather disappointingly, Pan Am has already been cancelled in the US, so we will only get one series unless another network picks it up. Was a little bit disappointing, really, because I am enjoying that TV series of Pan Am. Okay, and let me see, I'm getting confused here. One more email here. This one comes from Alan. Hello, Alan. Nice to hear from you, sir. Alan R., who we were asking, where does the word Dutch come from? You know, as in, we talk about people from Holland. They're not Hollanders or Netherlanders. They are Dutch. Why is it Dutch? And every other's like English, England, Scottish, Scotland, Welsh, Wales, Americans, American, French, France. You see what I mean? Germans, Germany. Looking at Wikipedia, which is the online encyclopedia, they give the definition of the word Dutch as Dutch is the German language word for German. Deutsch is the German language word for German. Only later did the word come to refer to the people who spoke the language. The word Dutch is a variant form which now has a distinct meaning. Hope this puts your mind at rest while you're in bed. No, I think you've made it... I think Wikipedia has made it even more complicated than it was, to be honest. He says, in brackets, I wear nothing in bed, which is not a pretty sight. Best wishes from Alan. No, me neither. I don't believe in wearing clothes in bed. Only a little pyjama top if I'm doing a show there, OK? That's it from the show today. Thanks so much for watching and listening. If you'd like to join in at any time, Chris at United Kingdom Talk. .co.uk is my email address. Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk, my email address. On the next show, I have some information about the X Factor. If you've ever been to watch the X Factor at the studios, I want to know what you thought, how you felt you were treated by the TV company that makes it, where you sat, was it all right where you sat, what did you think of the studio, anything like that. I want to know what you think, because I've just spoken to a very good friend of mine, Justin, who I work for occasionally on Saturday nights on the telephone, and he went on Sunday, and it really is a revelation, and that's coming up in the next show. Have you been as well? What did you think? Let me know on the email address, okay? Thanks so much for watching and listening. See you on the next show. Bye-bye.